What's going on, guys? Today's live stream was brought to you by the Modern Money Mindset. What is that? It's a money management course that teaches you stuff that a lot of people are charging for. What does it teach you? It teaches you how to build business credit for free. So the link is in the comment section, and after the stream, the link will be in the first comment. So just go ahead and get that, and I will see you in the course. All right. So today I wanted to talk about building a foundation for your online business because this is where I'm going to start really hammering and going into because I haven't had an offline business since before 2009. So everything I've done has been online, and this is where we're going to be talking about how to build an online business. And here's the thing: there are so many online businesses you can build. There's so many. So we're going to talk about the framework, the things you need to do, the things that you need to do to set yourself apart. Because I was reading the other day, because there's so many online businesses that you can do today that is crazy. Someone, matter of fact, let me bring it up. If I can bring it up, let me go there. Because this is one of the things that's really um, awesome in the space. Let me see. Actually, I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to open up a new window because this is one of the things that you can see. And we're going to actually, before I just bring it up, let me find it. Making money with a blog. Now, this is something that a lot of people they don't really talk about. Um, let's see. Do. There's a lot of this because this is what I'm trying to find it before I pop it up on the screen. All right. So we've hit silent, and what we're going to do is all right. And this is a foundational thing. I'm not going to play our video, but I'm going to show you how I made $7,740 in 1 month blogging. My first blog income report. Blogging, for those who know how to do it, is really starting to take off again. And this is something that a lot of people do not understand. A lot of people do not even know about it because because let's go ahead and have this conversation. Let me hit stop. Let me come back here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right. So here, let's look at what the internet is made up of. The internet is made of blogs. That's wild. The internet's made of two things: hosting and applying. Let's go ahead and say hosting websites. We have websites, and then we have content, writing, blogs. Like virtually, name one website that you can go to that doesn't have writing. except video oriented websites. But the blog, the internet's mostly composed of having a foundation and applying writing to that foundation. So one of the things that you will see is writing is a huge, 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 huge part of the internet. And I'm going to see if I can find it before I go ahead and get into it. Let's see. I wonder, really? Because I'm looking for some. Because I don't know if I'll be. Oh, that's really not it. Um, this is something that I used to have up, and I just let it go. Mm, can't really find it because the blog doesn't exist anymore. So it was kind of hard. We can go to way the way back time machine. Let's see if we can find it. Because the blog doesn't exist anymore, so it's going to be really, really hard to find urban pack rat. And the reason that I named it that is because it was, yeah, it's pretty much everything's gone. We're in a very different situation. Depends. It kind of depends. That's good. Salt light. I would like seriously disagree with that. There's a new art to blogging. So if you can get into this new art, you can drive traffic. Hosting and posting, pretty much. And that is what really constructs the internet. Hosting and posting. That's the constructive mechanism of the internet. So, like I said, I start off with something that a lot of people are completely unaware of, talking about blogging, because you're like, write a blog, make money. How does that work? Because one of the things is you got to be really, really specialized with your blog. You got to really point your blog to an audience. If you just have a blog and you're not really pointing it, it's not, then it's just a web of service with data on it. That's very true. That's 100% true. And one of the things that you will see once you get into the internet is like, let me go ahead and give you what I think's happening. I don't think this is going to happen. I think this is happening. Number one, we have the internet. Number two, we have technology. And those two things working together are going to make things that were difficult and challenging really easy to make money going forward. Because let me show you something. All right, this is huge. Google's thoughts on AI generated content. All right. When let's go ahead and get to that. All right. Now here's Google's stance on AI generated content. When AI stuff first came out, a lot of people were not feeling it. A lot of people were not paying attention to it because it was put out that Google hated AI generated content. And at the moment, Google has said that if the content is good and usable, we don't care. And this is huge. This is huge because what's going to happen, or well, let me say, what is happening is that we have a bunch of people. Like, let me go ahead and just kind of explain it. We've got the pretenders, and then we have people who are actually making money from the internet. We've got the pretenders, the people who are trying to make money from the internet, and then we have people who are making money from the internet. Everyone's just trying to start the next Kevin Saint. Like, once again, let me explain something. Someone asked me about something I was completely unaware of. One of the things that I've done with my YouTube channel is I've gotten rid of things that are not productive, things that are not going to take me where I want to be, things that are not high performing. I've just gotten rid of that stuff. And what I've done is I've changed my attention span to more high performing stuff. And that's where I'm at. So I don't know what's going on in the manosphere. I could not articulate that. I don't know what's going on because here's the thing, and this is part of foundational work. What you feed yourself on the internet is going to manifest itself in what you put out on the internet. So, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to continue to work on building a better representation of who I am and what I put out. So, um, once again, a lot are already running with the idea that AI is bad. I think it's just a misunderstanding. I think, let me put it to you like this: I don't think a lot of people are truly engaging with AI on a conscious level. Now, what do I mean by that? And this kind of comes with the pretenders, and this comes with the people who are actually making money online. Russell Brunson and what is his name? It's not Dr. Dre, but he's on Shark Tank. He used to run, dang, Fubu. Damon John, and they were doing this thing about creating webinars and funnels and stuff, and they were talking about the majority of websites online do not make money. The majority of people on websites don't make money. The majority of people who are running websites do not make money because they haven't. And it's kind of like blogging. I can tell you there are bloggers out there right now who are making, small time bloggers, someone who has a blog on the side making $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And then the serious people, the pros, some of these folks are making millions of dollars because they have a direct response blog. So I feel that the people who feel that AI is bad, like, I don't know if y'all remember this, but when the cell phones came out, there was a lot of stuff about using cell phones was bad for your health, it could give you brain cancer. What has happened? Cell phones are everywhere. Because essentially, this is one of the things I'm getting into because when you prime yourself and you arrange yourself to have the proper foundation, making money online is way easier than when you approach it as just an average person who's trying to make some money. The AI content expense is kind of interesting. You essentially have two camps: those that use AI properly, and those who are just lazy and trying to use AI natively to avoid doing the hard work. Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. Because one of the things that I've realized, I've been having online businesses since, I'm going to say, I've been having online businesses or part of my business online since 2000. In 2009 is my first pure 100% online business. And 2009, that's 14 years ago. So what is going to happen is, as you come to the internet space, and once you understand, because one of the things that is, for the people who are doing it, that's really good, is people are making money faster and faster and faster online. And there are programs out there, they're not cheap, but there are programs out there where if you invest in them and you actually do the work, you could be making pretty good money in relatively, in my estimation, short period of time. In a really short period of time. So, what is the foundational stuff of starting a business online? One of the things that you have to do is have some type of priority. I was watching this one guy who has a business online, and he was just talking about all the things that he went through before he got to where he is today. And he tried a lot of different things. He tried website development, he tried running ads, he tried all this stuff, and it just didn't work. Now, let me go ahead and put this in here, and this is going to be a little different. And also, let me make sure that I am populating the ad. All right. Yeah, because essentially, this is what's going to happen with the modern money mindset. That's just the first leg. Um, I'm not going to send out an email because I got to do some more stuff tomorrow, but that's just the beginning. And it's going to be really, really interesting. So I thank you for that. What do you think of Little Caesar's price model being applied to an online business, for example, already? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's see. Let me put this here. And I'm going to kind of walk through some stuff. Okay. Now, let's see. About this guy made $1.4 million with $150 price product. Let's go ahead and do some calculations. How many sales did he make? And he did this without running ads. So 1.4 divided by 150. So he sold 9,300 courses, applying the Little Caesars pricing model. I actually took his course, which I thought was really good. And $1.4 million from 150 course. Um, Pricing is a huge, huge, huge part of your online business, and it really, really depends on what you're doing, what your content says, how you put content out, who comes to your offer from your content, because he's doing this without running ads. Now, I'm not against running ads, but I can tell you that if you're running ads and you don't know what you're doing, um, you can have a serious situation with your business model because, like, here's the thing. Um, let's talk about running ads. I feel that running ads, if you know what you're doing, that's the key. Because, like, there's a guy who's running ads on YouTube talking about it's called clients on demand. And essentially you can get all of this business by running a simple 45-minute presentation. What he leaves out is the amount of money you have to spend running ads. Now, running ads is a process. Like, if you just literally go to Facebook or Google and just start running ads, and you just start running ads without setting up an avatar, without setting up a model, you're going to burn through a ton of money with little to no results. Like, this is one of the reasons that like, I'm going to run ads at some point this year, but I already know that I've got to, number one, warm up. Number two, and here's the thing, you got to have the right product to run ads. Let's say your grandmother was making party favors and knitting and stuff, and she wanted to run ads on that. That's just not going to do that well because there's just not a lot of people who are interested in um, party favors or any of this stuff. They're just not interested in that. And another thing that you have to understand is the offer. If you run ads to a product that already has a really good offer that's already converting, it's going to do better than if you run something that you just came up with and you don't really know what you're doing. Because, like, I believe this running ads, if you have the right setup, you know what you're doing, you're running the right ads to the right targets, running ads can be amazing. But if you're running ads and you don't know your right target, you don't have the right setup, you don't have the right products, it's a good way to waste a lot of money. And I'm talking about a ton of money. Because here's the thing, and let's go ahead and kind of talk about his business model. Now, what he does is he advertises on LinkedIn. And that's how he built his business. This is how he makes his sale. He advertises on Link. Well, he doesn't advertise. He posts content on LinkedIn and he posts content on Twitter. And this is where he gets his traffic for his sales. Now, he doesn't use ads, and there's a lot of people who have figured out. I don't run ads for my product sales at the moment. That's going to change in the future. But to make money without running ads from a purely demographic situation can be rewarding, can be profitable if you set it up correctly. And that's the thing. Like I said, if your ads are properly set up, your ads are properly curated, you can make a fantastical amount of money. But just going out and running ads with no prep work, that's just bad advice. Essentially, you've got to set your ads up the correct way with the correct keywords and stuff. And that right there takes a little time for you to work out. But running ads is an extremely profitable way to make money online if you have everything set up correctly. And let me just say that. You got to have everything set up correctly to run ads. If you just like start running ads, is something that I used to do that worked for me in my framework at that time. I would run ads to my YouTube channel, and this is not the thing to do because when you run ads from, let's say you have a YouTube channel that you're posting free content on, and then you start running ads on that same channel, this is what's going to happen. The YouTube algorithm is going to see that you're running a lot of ads, but people are abandoning your ads real quick, and this is going to harm your overall channel. So you don't want to run ads on your YouTube channel that you're actively posting on, because that's going to uh, seriously hurt you. Prefer Facebook and Twitter over IG at this point with some of the new changes on IG with bot detections. It puts accounts at risk of termination. I did not know that. Because, see, at the moment, I am not running any ads anywhere on anything. And once you start running ads, you've got to have a platform, you've got to have a system, you've got to have it set up. Because, like I said, at some point in the future, I will be running ads and I will be going through all that and I'll be talking about that. But, foundationally, you need to have your stuff set up a certain way. You need to have your stuff appropriately accumulated. What's going on? So, foundationally, and let's talk about foundationally. I'll talk about YouTube Shorts and I'll talk about TikTok. I am not personally a fan of most short form content. Honestly, I feel that most short term content is garbage. That's my opinion. Now, with that being said, putting shorts on your YouTube channel is a way to get your YouTube channel to grow. But, but, you're going to have two audiences. You're going to have an audience for your shorts, and you're going to have an audience for your long form content. So, with that, I will tell you that putting shorts on your channel is a good way to grow your channel, even though it's not something I do, because foundationally, I feel that short form content is deadly to your attention span. And, at some point in the future, I might do some short form content, maybe, but at the moment, it's not in my plans. I also see a lot of artists suffer from burnout on IG when it comes to catching the algorithm. I'm going to tell you why. Um, Let me show you somebody. And let's see, stops. Just stop it. Let's see. The Black Hustlers Club. All right. So here's a YouTuber who was very much in keen and in tune with Instagram. And look what happened. He posted one video 2 weeks ago. His last video was 2 months ago. His last video was 4 months ago. Like once again, and if you go back earlier to his YouTube channel, you will see he was putting up consistent and multiple videos. What I feel, since he was like, once again, he's very honest and outspoken about what he puts out. He was doing a lot of content, and I think the prospect of putting out content every day on Instagram, it just finally caught up with him, because you talk about burnout. Yeah, you see a lot of burnout. You see a lot of burnout with Instagram. Um, like you see a ton of burnout because these people are consistently putting out short form content consistently. I see many influencers now getting jobs and going back to the workplace now that COVID is over. Really? Yeah, I'm not really on Facebook that much. I have a Facebook to sell stuff, but I really don't participate on Facebook at the moment. I just don't really spend a lot of time on Facebook. But, once again, burnout. I think this guy, he's pretty good and he's trying some different stuff because he actually talked about in his video he actually talked about face Instagram was burning out and why he had to let it go and why he had to move. Lynette Atkins. Wait a minute. Let me let me Oh, I thought I recognized her. You say Lynette? Lynette has a job now? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I have not watched any of her content in a while. Is it possible to make money with tech courses without Udemy? Oh, yeah. But here's the thing, you gotta grow your own audience. That's the thing. You gotta grow your own audience. You gotta find your own people. You gotta set it up a certain way. But yes, you can make tech courses without Udemy, but there's a procedure. First of all, you got to start a YouTube channel, Instagram page, Facebook, whatever you need to do, and you got to start putting out content to get you an audience. She burned out on social media and says she doesn't want to be a content creator long term. Wow, I didn't know that. If you sell an online service or other businesses, B2B, what platforms work best in your experience? What do you mean selling online services for other businesses? Break that down a little bit for me. One of the things that's happening from a standpoint is if you set up a, an online business and you do the work and you just don't have goals, procedures, and a setup, it's going to be a lot. Because here's the thing, from a foundational standpoint, you need to have a long term framework to go ahead and set up your online business, to go ahead and set up your um, business efforts. You need to have a long term framework. And one of the things that you use the follow, I do not, no, I do not use the follow for follow method. I don't do that. So the best way not to burn out as a content creator is not to be fake and wear a mask and try to stay to your true to yourself as much as possible. I will agree with that 100% because I've been online 14, going on 15 years. And I have seen a lot of people leave, have their channel disrupted, all kinds of bad stuff. I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff. So this is one of the reasons, like, taking YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts is very popular. YouTube is pushing shorts like crazy. But because of my philosophy, I don't believe in shorts. I don't have any short content on my channel, even though it's winning right now, such as digital marketing, well development, consulting, IT services. All right, if you have a company that's selling a service and you want to get customer, you're going to run Google ads. Um, You can have a YouTube channel that delves into IT and stuff, but if you don't have a really interesting personality, I don't see how that's going to get you business. So it really depends, and you got to break that down so much because you asked me, hey, if you got a business such as digital marketing, well development, consulting service, IT support, where can I go and put these businesses online and get a lot of business? That's a very interesting comment because one of the things that will happen is you've got to figure out where you can get traffic for your business. With the idea of a high value man. As someone earlier said in the comments that people are trying to be the next Kevin Samuels. And I don't really see there being another next Kevin Samuels because one of the things that Kevin Samuels, he was him. That was how he was. So that worked for him. But high value men and all this other stuff, that's just I don't really think a lot of it. I have literally seen dozens and dozens of YouTubers say shorts gives you views, but the long term engagement is off from here from how many people subscribe. It's way off. I can only take FB in small doses before I get burnt out and delete the app. Like I said, I don't spend any time on Facebook, so I really don't know. And this is more foundational stuff. Where do you spend your time? Where do you get your content? What do you absorb? What do you read? Because if you want to be in the foundation of putting out high value content, exploratory content, you need to be taking that in. Once again, you need to be in that space. You need to be in that space. What is this thing with pearly things? I keep hearing about this. Someone asked me about it, and I have no um, idea what pearly things is. I have no clue to what that is. I keep hearing about pearly things, but I don't know what that is. What is pearly things? Because I don't really see a lot of people being the next Kevin Samuels, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't know. She's a YouTuber, a black manosphere leader. That's hilarious. Like I said, I have because here's what I'm doing. I am staying in a smaller circle with my content creation, with my content creation, my content consumption, my content consumption. So I don't let's see. I have no clue. Thank you, Rainy Woman. That's funny. Yeah, because you have to consume a certain level of content to be able to put out a higher level of content. Uh, I'm probably not going to search up pearly things because here's the thing. Um, One of the things that I'm trying to do during this great reset and great revamp is change things. So I'm not going to spend any time consuming or figuring out what pearly things does because that's not going to help me on my agenda. So I'm not going to do that. Definitely. One of the things you should do is figure out how to do something on LinkedIn. What's up, Raining Woman? Because one of the things that I have learned this is if I want to be a better content creator, I must be mindful of what content I consume and what I put out. I have to be really, really on point with this. This is why I'm not going to get into this pearly thing. So I've like had three people ask me about it. And here's the thing. How is that going to help me? That's just a curious bystander thing. That's not really going to help me build anything. How long the Great Reset? That's going to go on for decades, man. That's not going to be a quick thing. That's going to go on for decades. Oh, I'm not. I'm not. Because one of the things is you have to be mindful of the content you consume. You have to be mindful of where you are with the content creation, and you have to be mindful of the audience that you want. One of the reasons I did all that crazy stuff with the changing of the channel names and revamping and stuff was to get rid of certain people because it's just you can't go to war with a ragtag army. You just can't. Do you do different types of content for different platforms? Essentially, only place that I'm really am right now is YouTube, and I'm going to tell you why. Um, Instagram is if you have a lot of traffic from outside Instagram, you can build on Instagram, and you got to have the right stories for Instagram. But I'm not on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page. I'm just here on YouTube at the moment, getting ready to start on LinkedIn, and then I probably will build something out on Facebook. And each repository of content will be different. So, what are the best times to post? That depends on your audience. I'm not going to talk about bricks. And let me tell you why I'm not going to talk about bricks. Bricks is going to be like a 10 to 15 to 20-year plan. There's nothing that's going to happen. We'll be talking about that a little later about salary marks and stuff. Yeah, because this is one of the things I learned. Like I said, I've had like several people ask me. I don't know because I'm not researching that because I'm spending my time working on the things that will benefit me in the long run. So I have no time for that. Well, once again, you need to go to Thinkific, Teachable. Um, you need to go ahead to all of these. Go to Google and search how to host an online course and figure out what works for you because what works for me may not work for you. Is affiliate marketing a good online business to start? Do you have money? Because here's the thing, and this is something I'm going to talk about. If you get into affiliate marketing and you don't have money and you don't have an audience, it's going to be really, really hard for you to make money. Affiliate marketing is not something that you can just, hey, I'm going to go to, I forget the name of this website that has a whole bunch of products that you can promote. But, if you don't have an audience, you don't have traffic, you're going to have to spend some money to get your traffic up to make money with affiliate marketing. So, affiliate marketing is a good way to make money if you already have traffic. But if you're just a regular person, just like, hey, I want to get in affiliate marketing, I want to make some money. Like, let me show you something, and let me find him. Hold on. Let me. Let's see. It beat affiliate. All right. Let's see. Is he still posting? No, he's not posting. All right. So let me show you something. All right. This is somebody I actually know. I actually know Dan. Deadbeat super affiliate. And he has an online, he teaches this, he talks about it. He actually came to a I'm not gonna it was a marketing not a marketing event. He actually came to an event in the robe with the sweatpants on and the socks, and he was walking around like that. So he hasn't made a video in 6 months, and this is the deadbeat super affiliate. Um, Trying to make money with affiliate marketing, and I'm going to be really, really clear about this. Can you make a lot of money with affiliate marketing? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. However, can you make a lot of money with affiliate marketing when you don't have a budget or an audience? And that's when it gets really, really interesting. And that's when it gets very difficult to make money with affiliate marketing. Yes, you can make money with affiliate marketing, but you're going to have number one, a traffic source, and number two, a way to get more traffic. Without that, it's going to be hard to make money with affiliate marketing. It's not like affiliate marketing is not a business that you can just get into, go ahead and get into it and start doing certain things with no budget. Like if you're a regular person, you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have an Instagram page, you don't have TikTok, you have nothing to promote your affiliate marketing, and you get an affiliate marketing and you're going to have to actually spend some money to get it up and running. Have you heard of Dan Cole? Yes, I have. He's one of my new finds. He is big on Twitter, has a philosophy of posting 2 to 3 content on Twitter times a day, and he recommends doing that. Do you think that much content result in burnout? Not the way that he's doing it. He's got a plan. Like, all right, when you come across someone like a Dan Cole or a Justin Welch, they have they'll sit down one day, right? And they'll come up with all of their posting. They will come up with their posting well in advance of them posting it. So it's like let's talk about batch posting. This is one of the things I'm going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to probably make 6 to 7 videos, 6 to 7 videos from my editor and some other stuff, and then I got to make content for the course because tomorrow I don't have to go to the gym, so I can just get up and go to work. Essentially, when you sit down and you have the mindset to create batch content, like this is what Dan Cole does, and he talks about what he does. He talks about it. He sits down and he'll write out a whole bunch of content And Justin Welch literally will have a months of content done before he starts posting. So when you're doing content like that way in an organized, structured manner, you're not going to burn out. But if you're just waking up every day with like, what should I post on Twitter? Yeah, you're going to burn out on that. You're going to burn out quickly. What worked for me when I was part-time artist was going to conventions while promoting online and understanding my audience. What set me back was distractions and the camp I was around. Hey, it would do it all day long. Anthony Ortega, did you hear what I said? You need to sit down, have a concentrated plan. You shouldn't just be like posting and posting and posting without a larger agenda. You shouldn't be doing that. Uh, Credit repair business, I think it's a bad business to get into. Credit repair. I think it's a very bad business to get in. Thank you, reigning woman. Yep, that's called because essentially, if you sit down and you plan, um, Roberto Blake, someone I know, Roberto Blake used to shoot all 7 of his videos in one day. So when you're doing strategic content posting like that, you're not going to burn out if you like if you just woke up every day and it's like, let me post some on YouTube or let me post some on Twitter. Let me show you something. Let me see. All right. So now this is strategic content posting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So currently I'm a week ahead. And I got another video that's going to pop up probably tonight and another one tomorrow. So when you do that, you're not going to run into this problem of number one, figuring out what should I post because you sat down, you planned it out, and you're going to be ahead of it. How can you sell something on a sports highlight YouTube channel besides AdSense? I have no clue. One of the things I have noticed with a lot of guys who do the sports content that they may get a lot of views, but they don't make a lot of money. That's what I've noticed. That's the same course I took. Uh, LinkedIn, 100. It's a really good course, and it's only 150 bucks. Actually, when I took it, I only paid 120. One of the things I've noticed, because I don't have a lot of early morning people, not like I used to. When I used to get up at 4:30 and I would do AM hustle at like 6 a.m., I would get a flood of people. That's not happening now. Yeah, Roberto's a good dude. Yeah, YouTube is definitely it. Yes, people get paid decently just being in marketing jobs, just knowing how the content plan and strategy. Yeah, you got to plan it. When I was running my business, I did this with all my social media. It helped me build my brand, grow my network, and get customers and clients without paying for ads. There you go. I'm already using AI products. I'm already using AI products. When I felt my way through things, I always burned out. When I had a weekly plan, it became easier. You got to have a plan. Yep. Yeah, you got to have a database, man. I'm not going to recommend anything because I just started using this stuff, so I cannot say what. Let me ask you a question. What is this thing about showing your face? That is a huge, huge thing that a lot of people do not want to show their face. What is up with that? Please inform me because I don't know what the like. I've been doing it so long, I can just deal with. Well, once again, since I revamped everything, I don't have to deal with the weird comments, the garbage, the craziness. So it just really depends on what you post and what you put out. All righty. What's going on? So one of the things that you have to understand with content creation, and this is one of the hardest things you will do because you have to sit down and have a dedicated plan for your content creation. Because this is one of the reasons I'm not on Twitter. I will be on Twitter. I took my old LinkedIn page down. I'm going to put up a new LinkedIn page. I'm going to be on LinkedIn. But before I get on these platforms, I'm going to have a plan. I'm just not going to be up there. I think people what are scared what other people may think of them. Interesting. Albert D, no future in credit repair. Like I said, in the modern mindset money course, I don't have any credit repair information. Here's the thing. If you want to fix your credit, and this is my opinion, there is so much free information online for you to fix your credit that it's astonishing. Security reasons could be one for not showing your face online. Are you going to start a new YouTube channel? I'm not going to say because this is one of the things. Every time I say I'm going to start a new YouTube channel, I have a whole bunch of people be looking for it. It's kind of crazy. But at the moment, I have no new YouTube channels. What I'm doing is once I'm working on my content, I'm working on my promotion, and I'm working on my space. Now, what do I mean about working on my space? Number one, I created a lot of the content that drew the controversy. So I got to work on me first before I actually start going out there. Um, yeah, repossessions are hard. Like if you didn't know, actually, I was thinking about getting in credit repair, and I found a bunch of people, and I started working on their credit. And I just found out that I did not want to be part of that business. I didn't want to be part of that business because it's number one, the legal issues. There used to be a YouTube channel called A Credit Game, and this guy got in a lot of trouble. His YouTube channel had to come down. And I don't know what happened with him, but a repossession, that's hard to get off. Because here's the thing I want you guys to understand YouTube, Instagram, Google is just one side of technology. Okay. Just one other side of technology. The bigger side of technology is happening at LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, at Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. They are feeling, and this new technology is going to make it harder and harder to get bad things off your credit report. Guns blazing. What is guns blazing? Let me look that up. There's a ton of YouTube channels that don't show their face, but once again, you got to have a concept. You got to have a concept. Guns blazing. Very interesting channel. Interesting. Very interesting. insider info. Because one of the things that will happen when you do content creation, which is the basis of the internet, you have the servers that host the content, and then you have people like me posting the content. So, once again, like this whole month, my goal is to get the credit course done and then break out the new training in May. But once again, I have to rework everything that I'm doing because let's, I learned my lessons. I learned a lot of stuff from my, if you have a repossession, doesn't mean that, no, you don't have to operate on the cash basis, but repossessions are hard to get off your credit report. I had a few clients that had those, and those were the devil to get off your credit report. But if you have a repossession, that just means that you cannot go finance a car. You can get a credit card, you can get all types of stuff, but you cannot finance a car. That's just not happening. And with the foundation of building something on the internet, you've got to do things in a certain manner. You've got to do things in a certain situation. Because when I was doing the credit repair, what I found out for me, like I said, if you want to do credit repair as a business, knock yourself out. But for me, I didn't like it. I didn't like dealing with the customers. I didn't like um, a lot of the situations that were going on. Appreciate that. So one of the things that you have to understand, because we're here having a serious conversation about the foundation of creating an online business, because this is just the first of many. Because one of the things that you guys have got to understand is if you shouldn't finance the car anyway. Once again, this is some more stuff that's going to be in the money management course. But financing cars, doing these other things is really, really not in your best interest. But once again, we've got a lot more that's coming, a lot more that I'm going to work on. But today we're talking about the foundational stuff, who you are, what content you consume, what do you work on, how do you get your business, how important is the age group of your audience. Pretty much depends on what you're selling. It really depends on what you're selling. Like, I will tell you, how many of you guys are like 40 to 50? You remember these little motorcycles that were popular, they were everywhere, and they literally just died out because the age group died out, because these bikes came on the tail end of the baby boomer generation. And when that generation started to die out, these bikes disappeared. I guess you could. True. Financing cars builds your credit. Let's have a little conversation about that. If you have 3 to 5 credit cards, Visa, Discover, MasterCard, American Express, and you use those cards correctly for 2 years, your credit's built. I mean, building credit is not that hard. Maintaining and keeping credit, when you keep using a bunch of it and you may put yourself in a position where you can be delinquent on some payments, yeah, that gets hard. The mini cycles, remember that, I'm 30. Once again, these bikes used to be everywhere, and they just noticed that thing just started to die out. It just started to die out. My credit union gave me a 1.5% rate on the car loan. I don't think I'm foolish to get this loan. Once again, That'll be in the money management course. Like I said, today is the 4th of April. I feel that I'm really come a long way because we got 1.5 hours of content. We have 8 lessons and we're just getting started. So, there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to do. And one of the things that I have to do is continue to monitor my um, my perspective and continue to monitor the things I'm doing because my sister has a car finance at 19% interest rate. Good Lord. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, welcome to the conversation. Well, when you start talking about certain topics as credit, credit repair, credit channels do very well on YouTube because do you understand that the average person who's 30 has a credit score of 660? And the average person who's 30 has not had a health issue or long-term layoff. It's just bad money management. Oh, once again, have you guys noticed that a lot of the craziness has stopped? When I used to do live streams, my mods were busy because I had a lot of foolish people coming into these live streams. But when we sit down and we have an adult conversation about building content online, how to start your online business, we don't have those issues because this is like this is the beginning phase of the reset. And one of the things that I personally know from starting something new is the beginning phase always sucks. The beginning phase is always slow. The beginning phase is, you're making progress, but your progress is moving like the hand on a clock. You're doing certain things, but you're just not getting to where you want to be. Oh yeah, we're going to talk more about that because essentially, let me explain to you. I set up the credit course first because to sell it. Like once again, this is a good lesson. Um, I'm not going to send out any today, but let's see. Uh, I've got 271 people in that course right now, and I started it. I can't. We will. We'll have to get that later. Yeah, we will get back to that stuff tomorrow because tomorrow I don't have to go to the gym, and tomorrow I'm going to sit down because this is one of the things, and I'm going to explain some stuff to you. When I first started YouTube, I just used to wake up and do videos. There was no planning strategy. There was no content strategy. I would just do videos, and what I've learned, like once again, I haven't gotten around to starting the new um wait a minute, the new LinkedIn page. I haven't gotten around to that. But once again, I have a process, a systematic process that I follow because, one thing that's going to happen for sure this month is I am going to get the money management course done. That's happening this month. And there's some other things that are happening because like my gym regimen. I go to the gym Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off. I go Thursday, Friday, and I take the weekend off. It's finally starting to catch track. So here's where I'm at with this at the moment. I'm going to get better and better with this as I go on. But right now, we're in the beginning phase. In the beginning phase, it's just going to suck. It just is. Action gains tractions. Yeah, because one of the things is just going to suck. Right now, I'm in the beginning phase of the YouTube reset. Um, I pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people left. I mean, that's their prerogative. And right now, I'm in a state of change. I'm in a state of building, and it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But I've been through this before. And one of the things that I understand is keep going, keep going, keep building, keep doing the things that you need to do. Because right now, I'm just, I look at it as I just restarted my channel, but I didn't restart from scratch. I still have you loyal guys who watch and consider my streams and live streams. So I really thank you for that. And I appreciate you that. But I had to get rid of a lot of that riffraff. I had to get rid of so many things because, with starting a business and putting it together, one of the things you have to understand and one of the things that you have to learn is setting up this process and building out your system. You have to know this. This is real interesting because since I started a reset, my overall video views are down because here's what I'm going through. I have an audience that's not interested in building business, and that's what I'm talking about. So they're not watching the videos. But my live streams typically get me twice to three times the views as my videos. So yeah, I'll be doing more live streams. Yeah, because like I said, we just got started with the money management course, and I have a lot more to put in there, a lot more to do, a lot more to build, and I have to stay the course because if I had a live stream talking about something crazy, I may have three, four, 500 people in here, but that's not the thing that's going to really build the things that I want. Yeah, you got to keep going because I'm watching the live stream counter. Highest it's gotten was like 79, and then it like crashed in 10 because I still have people who are subscribed to the channel who really don't want to do anything. And these people are, once again, to each their own. They're not interested in the content that I'm putting out. So I have to keep going and keep going and keep building and keep building because that's the only thing that's going to deliver the results that I want. Like, a minute ago, this was up to 79. Now I dropped down to 60 because I am talking about reasonable, identifiable, certain things, and there's no craziness in here. Also, another thing I've learned is this is actually the wrong time to do these live streams. This is something I've learned because, you know, if I was to do it at 3, I would have better results. If I was to do it at 2, 1 or 2, I would have better results than doing it here today at, I think I started at 5 something or 4 something, because this is the time that a lot of people are getting off work, they're going home, they're not in front of a computer. Yeah, that's one of the things because, it's a process, it's a system. And like I said, honestly, let me look at something. Well, I'll look at that later. But honestly, I feel that things are getting better because we're moving forward. We're moving forward, and I have a lot of things that I have to work on. I have a lot of things to build, and this is the last live stream you will see me do at this time of day. It will be way earlier, 1, 2 o'clock, or it will be later, like 7 o'clock, because this is actually the worst time. And this is one of the reasons I don't have a lot of views, because the time that I decided to do it. Well, once again, we live and learn. We live and learn as we build these things out and we get to certain levels. Let's see. Hold on. So let me just work on some stuff. All right. All right. Appreciate that. Thank Edward. Yeah, because there will be more lives, because my lives typically get more views than my regular videos. And like, again, the time, because essentially I was posting a lot of views early in the morning, like 8 o'clock. I may try that again. It just really depends on what's going on and how we're building out certain things. you know it really, really depends. So we will see. Because tomorrow's going to be a really interesting day. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of things to work on, and it's a process, man. Because here's the thing: when you first start building your online business, you're going to actually be in a situation where the beginning is just going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle. You know, it's just going to be a very big situation in terms of how you set up your business, how you do certain things. Like, let me share some with you guys. Like, let's see. What's up from Detroit? Okay. All right, together. That's good. Because one of the things that I have to learn how to do is take the information and adjust to the information to set up the information. Because one of the things that I've learned, because like I said, like I did 2 live streams this time, and typically this is the time that people are getting off work, they're going home. So this is the time that people are not sitting and they're not present. And I learned that because this is like I said, this is the last time I will do a live stream this late. It will be way earlier, or it would be way later, like 7 o'clock. It'll be 7 to 10, because This is one of the reasons that Kevin Samuels always did his live streams at 9, 10 o'clock, because at this time, most people were with their day, they were home. That's the reason he did it, because he knew he would get a lot more viewers. It's about building the callus on your. You just got to keep going. You got to keep doing. You got to keep building. Because one of the things that I have seen is YouTube's always changing. And if you're just, once again, this is a topic that a lot of people are not interested in, the foundational aspects of building a YouTube channel or online business. They're just not. They want something that they can snap their fingers and it's done. Pretty much. Sassy class, I'm in traffic listening to you. Once again, there's a whole bunch of people, because tomorrow I'm going to do something a little different, because I got to think about the posting, because once again, I'm kind of ahead. I have a situation where I am ahead and I can do certain things. So we will see. But we will see about getting, because once again, it's a process. And for many of you, even though I'm not starting from complete scratch, you can see me struggle. Let's see. You can see me struggle. You can see the process I have going on. You can see what's going on and how I'm trying to build it out, because essentially there's a few things that happen. And like I said, tomorrow, I'm not going to send an email out to the Modern Mindset course, because there's no newer information. But tomorrow I will, because there will be newer, fresher information. Because, like I said, I'm a little ahead of myself. I'm a little ahead of myself. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to get very much ahead of myself and start building out and putting together a course that will help you manage your money, help you build business credit, and just help you overall improve your life. So that's just one of the things, because we're working on certain things, we're working on building certain things, and we're working on what we need to do to move forward, you know? So we will be working on that, we'll be building on that, and we'll be creating newer things, because let's see, it's a process, man. It's just a process. And I feel that this is really good for people to actually see this change in this process. And I don't really understand. Oh, I think I know what happened. Because here's another thing I'm learning. When I put up these business videos, like we could talk about, like I can actually show you. Let's see. Let me come out of here, stop screen, and let's go. All right. Like this video, which was a really good video, did not do well because it's starting an LLC, starting an LLC, sole proprietor, S corp or corp. This one did better. This one did better. And I got a comment that I had to get rid of. It wasn't a nasty comment, but it was a comment from a person that I don't really want to serve. And one of the things that I have to do is look at my data and look at how my data is performing and repeat those actions. That's one of the things I have to do. And it's interesting when you go on this, setting up, doing your work, and living on your purpose. But it makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Let me show you something. Courses are never going away. The other time I did the live stream, I heard someone that said that courses were dead and that you had to do live events. I'm gonna let's see. I can tell you that I know people making millions of dollars from courses. Yep. Um, Actually, I don't think anything's going to affect business credit. Let me explain something to you with business credit. A few years ago, I got two Wells Fargo secured credit cards for my business. Now, Wells Fargo has a new product out where you can go to the bank, open up a new business checking account, and get newer stuff, and then put yourself in the position to get a line of credit. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. Pretty much, pretty much. Hmm. Because one of the things that you will find out, and one of the things that you will see is everything works. Right now, there's someone who is selling a trucking course for $50,000 and they're making money. Right now, there's someone selling a trucking course for $50,000. So, with courses, and I'll talk about this in upcoming live streams, but there's so much that can be had, enjoyed from creating an online course. There's so much you can do. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Let's see, make sure we put this link in there. Like I said, I'm not sending out an email tonight. The email goes out tomorrow. And YouTube is growing like crazy. YouTube is growing like crazy. So, once again, be sure to get in the money mindset course. There's a lot more coming this week. I can assure you tomorrow there will be new training up there. So go ahead and get in tonight. And then I will, because, probably this week, I'm not going to be sending emails to the course members, but probably this weekend, I will start sending emails. I would get a 911 number for the holding company. Banks are looking at your personal credit score all day long. All right, so that's all I got. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for being here. Have a great evening.